No anime today, just Genshin. Last week has been a hell of an exam week and I just got out of it and I don't feel like doing any anime videos. So to fill my schedule, I'll just do this Genshin tier list. Alright, so I did put I don't have here. Let's just do that first. Also, I do want to make it clear to you guys that I don't feel real well today and I don't feel really energetic, so I hope my editing can save that. Hey you, future me editing, add some exciting stuff. Alright, first off, Travelers. It's actually pretty weird. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, I am gonna base them off from their all-around everything in their mechanics, gameplay, and their aesthetic. I'm not gonna go to story too deeply because I don't really read their lore, but we're not gonna do that. Right, Traveler. Aesthetically, both of them pretty cool, pretty, like, if we're just judging by aesthetic, I'll probably put him at A. But if we're doing gameplay, I don't know, it's pretty wonk. Like Geo Traveler is pretty good. Electro Traveler also pretty. You know what? Yeah, just thinking about it now, all of their elemental versions all have like an okay level of stuff to do. I'll probably put him at a solid B. You know? Alright, Albedo. Would put him in S tier if it was only for aesthetics, because my gosh, this man is absolutely beautiful. Even as the best, in my opinion, the best OST, like trailer soundtrack in the game. And this coming 2.3 is gonna get a rerun. Can't wait for that. Can't wait for that. I'm not gonna pull for it, but yeah. Gameplay wise, he's actually a really good support. And for people, see, this is what people made a mistake on, right? They didn't pull on Albedo because they didn't really think of the advantages you get from Albedo, aside from his looks. You know how when you're farming artifacts, you always go for the crit, for the attack. Bro, Albedo only needs defense. Now don't get me wrong, there are like the best Albedo builds do use crit rate, but all I'm saying is, if y'all just have defense artifacts, just plump him on Albedo and he still works as good. And for that, I'll put him an A. Gameplay, mechanics, and aesthetic, all those combined, I think he's a pretty good Geo support, especially if you put like a 4-piece tenacity on him. Definitely A. Amber. What are my thoughts on Amber? I like her ult. Can really melt. I think the only reason is that oh fuck, forgot I don't have her. Yeah, Amber. So with Amber, right, most of the pyro characters in the game are just DPS, like big numbers. So pyro people that are not DPS will have huge shoes to fill, and I think Amber is not really that good. Also, oh yeah, again, I'm gonna have to judge these characters at their C0 because, you know, I'm not trying to wail here, guys. I do have a lot of the 4 stars at like C6, but yeah, I'll just judge them by their C0 anyway. So Amber, C0. Kind of good for the beginning, not really that good, so I'll put her at C tier. Aesthetically would have been an S, but you know, doesn't really. Alright, Ayaka. I have a love-hate relationship with Ayaka, and this is gonna come out as alright, no, never mind. That was just the elitist part of me saying that, and I'm not gonna let that affect my judgment here. So aesthetic, kind of an A. And attack, DPS, kind of an, you know, she's actually pretty good. We might do her an S. We'll have her as the benchmark for the S tier here. Let's have her there, but I might put her down to A if we actually find someone else better, or, you know, she doesn't meet the requirements. Barbara. Cute. Very cute. She's a good healer. DPS, haven't tried to build her DPS. C6 would be super cool, but C0, I think she's, yeah, probably a solid B. Beidou. I'm gonna pronounce the Liyue character. Okay, Liyue. Alright. I'm gonna pronounce Liyue and its characters pretty badly here. I remember when I tried to pronounce Liyue back in my previous Genshin video. That was, oh boy, that was embarrassing. As of this recording, there are only 2 regions available, Mondstadt and Liye. But anyway, Beidou. So Beidou, I think this will depend on how you'll build her. But right now, I'm using her as a support for Yoimiya. I use her burst as a support for Yoimiya. And I think as a DPS, I might have placed her higher because I have friends who have Beidou as a physical DPS and they're really pretty strong. But I only have her as burst support. And for that, I kind of have to put her on B. Like, she's a solid support, but doesn't really go beyond that. And also looks pretty hot, not gonna lie. Bennett, oh my gosh. Ah, shit. All right, guys. I'm gonna have to have another rant here because I'm a little crybaby little bitch. But Bennett kind of overrated. Like, I get it, right? Like, when the game released, no one really cared about Bennett, and then like they saw how OP he is, and then now they're like, oh, Bennett ult, just Bennett ult. You know, for the past 2 patches, for the past like Spiral Abyss, in the past 2 versions of the game, I have not used Bennett at all, just because it almost feels like you're just an easy way out of the game. It's like food buffing yourself in the Spiral Abyss, and I get like that's the whole point of Bennett. He's a booster, but I'm pretty mixed with it. Yeah, I could put him at S tier, but my personal bias is wanting me to put him at, all right, just for you guys, I'll put him in S tier, because this will serve as a sort of a guide as well for new players to see this list, I guess. I don't know. Sure, let's just put him in S. Chongyun, pretty cool looking character as well, both figuratively and literally. As a support, I've tried him as a DPS in early game. He was pretty cool, but as a support, he's also pretty solid. I use him sometimes with my Diluc and sometimes with Ayaka, and he's pretty ballin'. He's bussin', I would say. B for Diluc. Oh boy, how the mighty have fallen. You guys remember back in the early days of Genshin when Diluc was like the S tier? He was like the big DPS man. And then fucking Xiao and Hu Tao just came along and wiped that out off of him. He's still good now. I don't think they changed him, but he's just a really okay DPS at this point. So I'll just put him at B. Yeah, there's a lot of B. We're gonna have to change that later. Diona. Alright, so Diona with her... Oh shit, wait. Okay, before we continue, I forgot. I have C4 on Beidou, so I put it on B. I wasn't thinking about that. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot about that. If we're talking about C0 Beidou, I think we might just put it here. I don't know. As a support, this is support Beidou, and yeah, fuck it. Let's just put her at C anyway. We need more. We need to fill up more characters here. Diona. C0 Diona, kind of squawk. C6, absolute like A or S tier. But C0, might put her... Wait, which one was the one where you grant your co-op teammate shield? I think that was C2 Diona. Yeah, okay, that was C2 Diona, and without that, I don't think Diona is as good. So let's put her on B. Again, there's more B. I thought I would put her on C, but never mind. All right. Fischl, alright. Yeah, Fischl's both good as a DPS and as a support. Like, DPS, you put 2-piece Bloodstain, 2-piece Gladiator. At C0, she's fucking brilliant. Yeah, I think she was my first 4-star in the game, and I really turned her into a DPS until I C6'd her, and that's when I turned her into a support. As a support, she's also amazing. So, for that, I would put her on S, but then again, I want to fill the A spot, so let's just put her on A. Ganyu, my gosh, another overrated pick. Alright, guys, look. I get it. Ganyu equals big damage numbers. And what do I think of Ganyu? C0, I don't think she's I've seen a lot of whales with constellations and Ganyu and have her on like support, but C0 support not really that good. And C0 DPS definitely big damage. I won't lie, I wouldn't have farmed the Oceanid if it weren't for Ganyu. Like, she made everything way easier. But the problem here is, you actually think about it, even with the big damage, her charge attacks are pretty, like, they take a pretty long time. So, not as good as Ayaka, but you build her right. She's actually a pretty good DPS at C0, so I'll put her in A, whatever. Hu Tao, you see that? That's an insta right there. Alright, Hu Tao as a C0 was like the best DPS. Like here's a little story, right? All my friends were getting Dilucs, right? And then I was there just sitting alone without a pyro DPS, and then the Hu Tao banner came up, and I was like, whoa, I got a Hu Tao. Guys, this is crazy. Guys, look. And then fucking bam, charge attack, and you stab Child, and you just poke him by a bit with Hu Tao in her HP. Bro, okay, this was also nice because I had no attack, like Crimson Witch. I had no attack artifact. Just plop in an HP artifact and fucking made Hu Tao absolutely OP back in when I got her, basically. And she's probably a really good DPS right now at this point in the game, I think. I mean, I have her at C1, so she's definitely like S tier. But even at C0, she's still like, she's pretty S, not gonna lie. And she's also pretty. And the Sayu is also pretty. But Kaeya. Alright, so with Kaeya, C0, I've tried a bunch of builds on him, like burst build, cryo build, physical build. It just doesn't seem to mesh, man. Can't find anything good for him. So if you don't have constellations on Kaeya, he's not really that good. I won't lie, it's not that good. Keqing. People seem to hate Keqing. I've seen on the internet like, oh, buff Keqing. It's actually pretty good. I don't know. You guys just whining too much. I mean, she could be B. I could also put her at A. But let me think again. As a DPS, she's kind of like an Electro Ayaka with a less like if you remove one crucial part from Ayaka, and then that's what Keqing turns into. So if you build her right, she can actually be pretty solid. Yeah, I'll put her there. Lisa, oh my gosh, try building her. She's awful. She's awful. Maybe I just haven't built her right. Right now I only have like energy recharge build on her, so I could have her burst all the time, and it's not even for burst damage. It's just for the defense, the talent where it lowers the enemy's defense. That's the only thing I have her for, and I just can't build her as a DPS. Well, in early game she's pretty cool. Like, oh, you discover electricity and then you start zapping people, and she's a mage, and then I feel like RPG players are gonna be like, whoa, mages, they're cool. A lot of people are gonna be blinded by the magic, the electro magic. Plus, we still don't have another electro catalyst until Yai. So I'll just put her in F now. Like, I'm still having like second thoughts on this because I wanna. She's not as bad, right? I'll admit she deserves in C, but because there's no one else in F, I might as well put her as a benchmark. Let's put her there. Mona. S or A. She's really good. Tried her as a Hydro DPS. She's cool. And then I changed it and made her a Burst DPS with the emblem set. And she's even cooler. Still have her at C0. But yeah, she's actually pretty epic. Like Keqing, solid A. Ningguang. See, the hard thing about Ningguang is that she's an absolute S tier in early game. But then you discover elemental reactions and you're like, whoa. Alright, and Geo just doesn't seem to be that good with elemental reactions. It's all just shielding and shielding this and that. But I think she's still an A tier, honestly. Like, as a solo DPS, if all of your party members are just support and to just support her, then you're gonna have a good time with her. Solid A. Huh, I like that. A and B are finally balanced. Alright, Noelle. I actually just got her C6 like yesterday or 2 days ago. She's pretty cool. C0 though, not too sure about that. I think she's a good healer. I have to think of the new players coming into this game. Will they make use of Noelle? Yeah, actually, you will make use of Noelle as a shield. So put her at B. Make her a shield. If you're new to the game, just plant defense on her. Makes you stronger shield, and she's a maid, so aesthetically. Qiqi. Ooh. Controversial opinion coming right up. So Qiqi, right? We're judging her as a healer. And I don't care if people are like, no, you don't need healers in the game. You need DPS. All right, look, we're judging them by healing. All right, we're judging them by healing. So shut the fuck up. Healer. She's an amazing healer. Amazing healer. Amazing like kit. Her kit is nice. You just plop in, you just ult, and then you just let your teammates attack it. And while you're attacking, they just keep healing. What's so bad about that, right? Granted, you won't make a lot of use for her later in the game, especially if you're gonna hold it like into the meta. I hope they add more corrosion challenges and remove a lot more time challenges in the Abyss, because that's when the healers are actually gonna shine. But even now, let's just say normal open world challenges, you're gonna need a healer. You're definitely gonna need a healer, and if you have her, then she's definitely good. So yeah, Qiqi. Aesthetics, I think Qiqi is also cool. I'm not really sure about that. I can't judging this type of character, definitely walking on a tightrope, so let's just no comment on that. All right, no comment on that. Razor. I'm not sure whether just me or is Razor an actual good character, because after Fischl, Razor has been my second main DPS, and after that I haven't really mained any character as a DPS after a while. I mean, until now I still don't have a new main. I don't even have a main. What am I saying? We're going back to Razor. He's okay. He's cool. Early game, definitely a savior. You're gonna need those physical damages, and that electric man thing, that JoJo stand, definitely cool. C0, good DPS. Good DPS. Yes. Sucrose. Alright, hot take on Sucrose. C6, I'll put her in A. C0. Oh wait, actually no. C0 right now because of the Elemental Mastery update. She might still be a B. I was gonna put her at C, but I want to put her at C though. She'll have... Alright, here's why I put Sucrose at C, right? Why did I put Sucrose at C? What the fuck? Actually, wait. Alright. Tier list remaster, right? So Chongyun, now C, right? That's the new rule. Chongyun's now C. Diona's also C. Yeah, she's also C. And Sucrose gets a B. That's how we balance things out here. That's how we patch it. Because Sucrose, good swirl. If you don't have sacrificial fragments on her, her E is gonna be fucking useless, right? Because the cooldown is fucking useless, dude. And the ult, pretty good, but not that good unless you have her at like C6 or something. All right, next up. Child. See, with Child, right? The only problem, Child could honestly be an S tier Hydro DPS. Could even be an A tier. But because of his stupid cooldown, and because with the cooldown, like, I'm not saying he's bad with the C0 cooldown that he has, but yeah, sure, why not? Just put him in A tier. Alright, let me continue though. With his cooldown, it makes it, you have to have a optimized party, like, setup for that works with him. Optimized party setup. A good team comp, basically. And you need a good team comp with Child to actually make him work, and you can only make him work like 5 seconds at a time before you switch out, and then wait another, like, for the cooldown to last, and then switch to him again. And it doesn't work that well if you're still at C0. So I don't know if I'm judging them with team or without team. If I judge Ningguang with a team, then I'll judge Child with a team as well. With a team, yeah, like I said, he's a good like enabler type of character. I'll put him in A. Yeah, why not? Are you happy now, Child means? I forgot his name's like Tartaglia or something. But anyway, Xiangling. All right, another controversial. No, not really controversial. C6 Xiangling, definitely S tier support, but C0 Xiangling, probably B. She could also be A at C0 though. I'm not sure. Can she be? All right, fuck it. I'll put her here because I have no idea where to put her, A or B. Let's put her in between, alright? Let's put her in between. Next, Xingqiu. I have him at C6 also, so I'm not sure what to think of him at C0. As a support, yeah, as a support, healer, he kind of heals you, kind of also damages. You can make him a DPS at the start, but he's mostly a support. And as a support, I think he's a Xiangling tier. Are we gonna do another remaster again? Another revision of this thing? Fuck it, let's just put him in A. I think C0 is still good for him. Like, if you have Diluc and Xingqiu in your team, then it's gonna be super fun to play with. Next, Xinyan, physical. All right, hot take, right? Hot take. Xinyan as a support is still pretty bad, honestly. I don't know. Well, what the fuck? They should fix Xinyan, kind of. Not sure. Maybe you can have her as like a sub DPS. No, you can't make her a sub DPS. What the fuck is a sub DPS even? This is hard. I want to put her in. I'm not gonna put her in F. I actually have been playing Xinyan, and she's actually pretty fun. Yeah, okay, here's the thing, right? If you're really heavily into like physical builds, say like Eula, I mean, I don't fucking have Eula, so I can't really talk about that. But say you have like Rosaria, right? If you have Rosaria, you have Xinyan as well. It's actually a pretty good party. Plan a bit of a defense on her, plan a bit of a physical damage bonus on her, and she's actually pretty good. And at C0, you can even put her as a DPS, and she might actually be as good as Razor in the early game as a C0. So I'll put her at B. Zhongli, what the fuck is this question? Like, aesthetically amazing. His voice just makes me feel some weird feeling, you know?
Every journey has its final day.
Like the vibrations that come out of his throat and into my ear, straight into my eardrums, like those sound waves just make me feel something. Plus his shield is amazing. That too, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, Zhongli, fucking S shield character. Tried Burst as well, alright? Burst is cool, but later on I wanted to use him more as a shield bot, so I went with that anyway. Rosaria, alright. I'm not gonna lie, I have C2 Rosaria and doesn't make a difference, right? So it's basically judging her as C0 as well. So Rosaria is a pretty good build. I think she's as good as Razor. Yeah, you just have to find the right artifacts. But at C0, she's just as good as these 3 physical DPS characters. Yanfei. Yanfei. Alright guys, this is not gonna lie, I want to put her here. Can we just put her there? Can we just have an agreement to put Yanfei in S? I just want to put her in S, guys. But alas, this is not a waifu tier list. This is a general all-rounder overview of Genshin, and Yanfei as a pyro DPS at C0. She's kind of okay. I mean, I have her at like C3 now, and she still kind of is the same. What was C1 and 2 again? I think it was like stamina reduction and crit rate. Yeah, okay, it was stamina reduction and crit rate, but without that, she's also like heavily reliant to shields. Like if you're using her to attack, you're gonna need a lot of shields because her attacks are so slow, and she also doesn't really work well in a team. Reaction wise, she definitely doesn't benefit from the rotation. She's kind of like Ningguang in that sense, but since I think she's not as good as Ningguang because of the stamina reduction. Like if she had the talent where she wouldn't consume stamina, if she had those charges, then she would be also on the same level. But since she does like consume stamina every charged attack, then yeah, we're putting her in B, maybe even C. I hate to see this, I hate to see this, honestly. Kazuha, Windman. Have him at EM build right now. Elemental Mastery. It's pretty good. I want to put him at S. Alright, let's put him at S, and now let's think of the bad things that I hate about Kazuha. Yeah, I can't think of any. Let's stick him in S. Why not? Yoimiya, I can also just agree to put Yoimiya there. Alright, never mind. Alright, so even Yoimiya mains know that she's a broken character in a bad way. Like her ICD, whatever the fuck did that mean. I actually know what that means. I'm just not gonna explain it to you guys. But with her ICD stuff, it's quite the bad. So as a DPS, and put her at C. Now she's not as bad as C, but she's also not as good as A. What am I saying? She is as good as A. What am I even saying? What am I spouting right now? We have like boss battle damage. I want them to fix her burst though. That's what I wanted them to do. But single target damage, pretty chill, pretty hype. Fuck it. I'll put her at Xiangling. She's also not as good as A. Almost as good as A, but not as bad as B. So I'll put her at Xiangling tier. Sayu, C0 Sayu. What the fuck am I saying? C0 Shy. C0 Sayu, right? Yeah, right. Absolute cute. I can't say that. Aesthetically okay. Good aesthetic. Good attire. But what she does, she's a healer, alright? She's a healer for me. She's like healer Bennett, right? Like what am I saying? What the fuck am I saying, dude? Fuck that. How am I gonna put her in? Like her ult, you don't really like her ult also attacks people, but that's just a scam because you're never gonna use her ult as like an attack. You're just gonna use her ult as a healing thing. Because of that, I might put her on B. Yeah, she's okay. Whatever. Didn't really have thoughts on her. Okay, Sara, right? Sara, they made Sara as a counter to Bennett, or like no, not really a counter, like a character in the same vein as Bennett, where she's a boost person. But the problem here is her concept works well, definitely, like a very like rotation heavy person, but in execution is very jank, and it doesn't even work that well unless you have her at C2. So I'm sorry to say this, Sara, but you're gonna have to be on C tier. Kokomi. I guess full disclosure, I was one of the people who lost to the Baal banner. No, it's not even Baal. I lost to the Raiden Shogun banner, and so I went ahead and used my primo gems on this person right here. And not gonna lie, this is not copium, alright? Not gonna lie, I don't regret it. Don't regret my choice. This is definitely not copium. Like unironically, this is not copium. Like I actually really like that I pulled for Kokomi instead, or I got Kokomi instead. I mean, I pulled for both banners and I got Kokomi. So as a healer and as a DPS, she's actually pretty good. So let's put her on A, guys. Let's be happy here. Let's put her on A. Aloy, I don't know if I don't know. She's a weird, aesthetically she's weird because I already know her from Horizon, and seeing her here, like say she wasn't like let's say she wasn't from Horizon and she just appeared out of nowhere in Genshin, you'll be like, oh okay, probably a cool character. But since I already saw her from a different game, she still looks weird to me. But her kit though, talking about her kit, it's okay. Yeah, I'll put her on B. She's an okay cryo DPS, and really like her talent where you can sneak up to boars and not alert them or something. Alright, so last we have Thoma. So first time I got Thoma, I didn't really know how to build him, whether to be a pyro DPS or like a pyro support or maybe a shield. Like out of those three choices, I think the shield's probably the best one. But even with that, his kit is still pretty complicated. And like I won't lie, I like his character a lot, like his gameplay, even though it's very jank, along with Sara, right? But we're talking about like an objective view here. Yeah, it definitely is pretty bad. But you can still use use his shield somewhat, so I'll put him at C tier. I don't know. Do you want to put him at C tier? I think you can put him at C tier. All right, let's think about this, right? Will I put him in F or will he stick it? Yeah, I think you can put him at C tier. All right, so ignoring this whole list, I think needs a bit more revisioning. C0 Sara, I just thought about it. Probably an F. She does what she does, but you're not gonna be able to use it on time. Let's not kid ourselves here. And what else do I need to change here? What will I do? I'll probably put the starters here as well. Let me think about it again. Yeah, all the starters are F. Alright, here's one thing I have to say though, is that just because they're in F doesn't mean they're useless, alright? They're just pretty hard to build compared to, like, just think about it this way, alright? Like, a decent artifact set with Amber would work much better with Hu Tao. You know, just think about it that way, alright? But I think this is complete shit, and I'm very undecisive person, so I might have done a bit of an oopsie here and there, and, like, you know, change it later on. But right now, I think I kind of agree with myself on this one right now. So yeah, I think that was all, honestly. I'm hoping I can get these characters. I really want Yule on her rerun, but if not, I'll be happy to get a Diluc constellation or something. I don't know, but yeah, I think that was all. I think that was all.